Now woke me up out my sleep.
Uh-huh. Time to work, ma'am. That's right.
Okay, time to work. I like that answer. I'm gonna remember that now this week when I'm working and you at the job. I'm gonna be like, time to work, ma'am. No, we're not doing that. Nope, 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 nope.
Hey, y'all. Notification came. Hey, y'all.
Oh, it did. Okay. Hey, everybody. Did you post us in the group?
Nope, they're about to do it now.
Hey, Queen Bonita. She says, hey, two chicks and chat family. Hope all is well with everyone. I liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Hey, Leonica. She says, hey, Tan and Kara. Happy Sunday. Liked and shared. Thank you. She says, hey, everybody in the chat. Happy Sunday to you all. Hey, Anna Lou. She says, hey, hey. Excited to catch a
Hey,
live.
hey.
Welcome. Hello, Donna. Welcome. Welcome, Amber. Amber says, hello, all. Hey, Robo. She says, hey, ladies. Hope you're doing well. We are great, Queen. How are you? Hey, KL Queen. She says, hello. Hey, Queen Pat. Pat says, hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Queen. Hey, Tifa. Tifa says, hello, everyone. Hey, 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 hello. Hey, Sunshine. Now you 54. I see 54 now. She says, good evening, ladies. Good evening. Hey, Moni Gasso. She says, hey, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Hey,
Hey.
Swintosha. How are you, Queen? Hey, Queens. Happy blessed Sunday to everyone. Hey, Queen Beverly. She says, hi. Sandra says, hey, hey. Hey, 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 Sandra. Tifa says, replay. Hey, Lolita. She says, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Queen.
Good evening.
Hey, Cookie Monster. She says, hey, hey, like and share. Caught a live. Have
Thank
questions.
you.
Okay, Queen. Drop them here. Hey, Patty. Patty says, hello, ladies.
Hey.
Hello, Annie OTB. She says, good evening, ladies in chat. Good evening. Hey, Sasha. She says, good evening, everybody. Ready for a new week. Blessings to all. Shasta. I'm sorry, Queen. Thank you, Pat. Hey, Hustling Helen number 2. She says, hello, all liked and shared. Thank you,
Hey.
Queen. Hey, Queen Michelle. She says, hello, ladies. Get me a job. Pretty please. What type of job, Queen? Leonica says, hey, Pat. She says, hey, Helen. Hey, Growing Good Hair. She says, hi, ladies. Hello. Hey, Helen. She says, hi, ladies. Hope you had a great Sunday. We did. How about yours? Hey, Queen Lillian. She says, hey, family in chat. Hey, Mariah. She says, I'm excited to see a list because you usually have to have a degree to be a scorer. Lula, hey, hey, hey. She says, hey, Carl Tan and chat. Happy Sunday. Hey, Marguerite. She says, hello, everyone. Hey, Marcellus. He says, happy Sunday. Let's go, Bears.
Yes.
Hey, Damien. Damien says, good evening, ladies. Good evening,
Get
King.
down.
Donna says, I shared and liked the video. Thank you. Queen Sherry says, hello, beautiful queens. Hey, Queen Sherry. How are you today, Queen? Happy Sunday, everybody. Hustling Helen, she says, hi, Leonica. Lillian says, happy Sunday to all. Thank you, Queen. Happy Sunday. Katina says, good evening, everyone. Happy
Hey,
Sunday. Hey,
hey.
so right. So right says, hello to Chicks and Family. Liked and shared. Happy Sunday. Hey, Pretty Petra. She says, hello, everyone. Thank you, ladies, for all that you do. I'm watching the game, but came on here. Thank you, Pretty Petra.
Hey.
Leonica says, hey, sis Sherry. Tifa says, I thought it was a replay. No, Queen, we're live.
Hey.
We are live. Hey, Lifetime Lady Mama. She says, good evening, Queens and everyone. Good evening. Hey, Ann. She says, hello, hello.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
Santana. She says, happy Sunday, everyone. Michelle says, remote anything. What state are you in, Queen?
Yes.
We have some beginner friendly companies. If you are a beginner, Michelle, let me know that also. Hey, Queen Priscilla, how are you? She says, good evening. all liked and shared. Thank you. Thank you, Tifa. Hey, Lulu. She says, hi, ladies. Hey, Leanne.
Hey.
She says, hello. I frequently tune in looking for non-phone. So we have a lot of non-phone, Leanne, posted on the channel. And then in tonight's video, we will be talking about more. Beverly says, happy Sunday, like your hair. Thank you, Queen. Amber says, liked and shared. Thank you, Amber. Ann says, hello, everyone looking for a bilingual job, Spanish, English.
Okay.
What type? And
Yeah.
customer service, tech support. Let us know, Queen. Hey, Tara. She says, hello, ladies. Thank you, guys. I enjoy. So that you do y'all have any jobs hiring that are still using Windows 10?
Mm, I don't know. I don't
And I was
know.
going to say, if all else fails, Queen, apply to the companies that provide
Provide
equipment. We do
equipment.
have a list of them.
Hold on. Let me see.
And I do have the list. If anyone else here is looking for equipment provided companies, take a look at the chat. The link is in the chat. There are 25 companies on the list. Some of them might be state specific, so please check first to see if they hire in your state. Queen Sherry, she says, hey, sis Leonica, Sonia, hey. She says, good evening, everyone. Liked and shared. Thank you. Lakeisha.
So the queen who has Windows 10 does your computer upgrade to Windows 11, or do you just is it not able to handle Windows 11? Let me know.
Lakeisha says, finally caught alive. Hey, Queens, I am new here. Welcome, Queen. Will says, watching the game too, beginner-friendly remote jobs. Gotcha. Donna says, I'm looking for a remote job. I want to replace my warehouse job. Let us know, Queen Donna, are you new to working from home? So anybody on here is new to working from home. I am dropping the list of beginner-friendly companies in the chat. So watch the chat. Everything that we post and that you guys hear us talking about will be in the chat. Now, I know this chat is going kind of fast, so if you don't see the links, just say, hey, Carl Tan, can y'all repost it? And we
Yeah.
will.
And welcome
Marguerite says,
everyone.
I'm needing help finding an internship, medical billing job, or remote.
There are all types of medical billing positions. I don't know about internships. Usually they do require some experience. I would try, if you don't have any experience and you're looking to do medical billing and coding, maybe if you try medical healthcare customer service and maybe segue your way into medical billing and coding. A lot of the online jobs we see do require some experience. So I would say if you don't have any experience, if you're not able to get the internship, I would try some of the healthcare insurance companies as a remote customer service rep, and then maybe using your medical billing and coding certificate. If you have your certification, you can get in that way. And that is a good way for people who do not have experience to segue their way into a position if they have certificates and things. You may have to do something else before you are able to get the job you want. I had a master's degree and was doing tech support type work because I needed to segue myself into a position that I wanted. So I took that position and segued myself into the analyst position that I wanted. So sometimes you have to take jobs that you really don't want, but there's a purpose behind it. So that is a good way. Okay.
And I did put some healthcare companies in the chat, but you will have to go and Google them, Queen. to get the careers page and the links and stuff. Hey, Queen Teresa. She says, hey, Two Chicks and Family.
Hey.
Hey, Queen Autism Mommy. She says, happy Sunday. Show some love by liking and sharing this video. Somebody here is going to win a laptop today. So we need for y'all to share like crazy. Share, share, share. Michelle says, Texas. Yes, ma'am. A beginner need quick money, something I can make money daily. Alorica, they pay daily. Let me see. I think Suitability.
Oh no.
Contentum pays daily. Do we got Contentum on here? Yep,
You
they
want me
on
to
here.
I got a link. Give me a minute. Let me find it. You want me to get it?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds.
Jay Brown said. And says like and share customer service. Okay, Queen, look at the beginner friendly. These will, if you don't have remote job experience, these will allow you to gain that skill and that experience. But just check to see if they hire in your state because a lot of these are beginner friendly. Hey, Miss T. She says, hey, ladies in chat. So glad I finally caught another live. Welcome back, Queen. She says, happy Sunday. Priscilla says, hey, sis Helen. Michelle says, I have equipment. Okay, Queen. Look at the beginner friendly, Michelle. Evelyn says, hello, can you find me a company for at-home packaging or assembly? No, ma'am, I cannot. Those are scams.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, don't know one company, Evelyn, that is legit. All the ones that I've seen that do that, scam. Run fast. You will not get paid. They will send you a fake check and ask you to go to the bank and cash it. And if you do, you're going to walk out with them cuffs on you being thrown into the back of a police car. So don't do it, Queen. All of those packaging companies, if you are new to working from home, packaging assembly companies, 100% scam. Never in my life have I ever seen a legit company that lets you pack boxes and things from home and assemble things from home, and they turned out to be legit. Tan and myself, we both have been working from home since 06, Queen. So we kind of pretty much know them scams. We can see them from a mile away. So not real. Tara says, thank you. Knitting Crochet says, hey, everyone. Hey, Queen. So I'm saving you, Evelyn. If you find it, run. They're not real.
Yeah.
Teresa says, you feeling better, Leonica? She says, hey, Teresa. Hey, Autism Mommy. Autism Mommy says, welcome to all the newbies. Teresa says, hey, Leonica. Christine says, greetings from Texas. Texas in the building. Leonica says, yes, she is back to herself. Thank God. Danny says, good evening, everyone. I am here due to... Oh, Sasha. Okay. Thank you, Sasha, for the invite, sharing with me. I'm in Cali. Okay. Welcome.
Thank you.
Jessica says, hello. Pastor Hamilton says, greetings. Teresa says, oh, so glad to hear that, Leonica. Tara says, no, ma'am, it's just old and outdated. It was my father-in-law's 2017. I've updated as much as I could.
Okay. I would say we don't know the companies that would accept Windows 10. You would have to kind of like research that. I would say, again, like Carol said, find the companies that will provide you with the equipment and go from there.
Yeah. And I will repost the link in the chat, Queen, for the equipment provided companies. Anne says she is new here as well.
Oh,
New to
welcome.
remote, only remote customer service. Okay. So look at the beginner friendly list, and
You
these
ready?
are customer service jobs. Huh?
You want to start? Because I know we probably
Uh-uh.
got a lot of new people.
Hey, Ramonia. She says, greetings, everyone. Greetings. Husband Helen says, hey, Priscilla. Donna says she's new to working from home. Okay, Queen. Thank you, Pastor Hamilton. They say, I love your videos.
Oh,
Fort Thorne says, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Sandra says, thanks for the info. You welcome, Queen. Miss Fabulosity. She says, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Hey, Queen
hey.
Carla. She says, good evening. Two chicks in chat, liked and shared. Thank you. Queen Lillian, she says, hey, Leonica. Hey, Stephanie. She says, happy Sunday, ladies. Hey, Teresa. She says, hello, everyone.
Hey,
Jessica
hey.
says, thank you for that info. No problem. Marguerite says, I'm updating my certification. Okay.
Okay.
Carla says, hey, Helen. Teresa says, hey, Leonica. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Jessica, for liking and sharing, Queens. Sharon says, hello, everybody.
Oh!
Hey, hey, short lady, see? She says, hey, Tan and Carl and Chad. What you hollering for? Lillian says, hey, Teresa.
I was watching the game.
Bye. Carla says, hey, Sherry, autism mommy. Leonica says, hey, sis, Carla. Hey, Forthorn. And she says, like and share, ladies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Leonica says, hey, Lillian. Hey, Drea. She says, hello, everyone. Anna Lou says, hello. Leonica says, hey, short lady C. Marguerite says, thank you so much. You're welcome, Queen. His Princess V says, should I go to the Two Cheeks website for the remote job list? Look in the chat, Queen. We dropping them in here, so you won't have to go over there. Show Lady C says, everyone, please like and share the live. Thank you, Short Lady C. So Right says, hey, sis Leonica. Carla says, hey, Leonica. Hey, sis. Michelle says, I sell life insurance. Thank y'all. Oh, okay, Michelle. She says, thank y'all. Y'all are a real blessing for real. Thank you, Michelle. And stick
Appreciate it.
around, because if you are new here and you are looking for a remote job, I see a lot of our queens in here tonight that only do side gigs and side hustles. So if you are looking for a remote job, keep looking for the job, but you might want to try other ways to bring in income from home. I'm ready, Tan, because I know you so eager.
We're on commercial right now. All right, y'all ready?
Whatever.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those of you who are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. For those of you who are not new, welcome back and thank you for joining us again. I am Tangy.
The one that's so eager to tell y'all about these remote jobs. And I am Carl.
And Carol be eager to tell y'all about these remote jobs. Together, we are two chicks with a side hustle. On this channel, we promote remote jobs, side gigs, and side hustles. We do these lives to help you get started on your work from home journey. If you are new to working from home, if you are not new to working from home, we help you maximize your time and your money. So basically, what we do is we help fund remote jobs as well as talk about different side gigs and side hustles you can do from home, as well as some that you have to go outside of the house. Carol and I have been working from home since 2006, and we created our blogs as well as our social media platforms to help people who want to learn to work from home but don't have the resources. We provide resources as well as companies, as well as side gigs and side hustles to help you if you are looking for part-time work or if you want to take charge of your own time. We provide things that you can do to earn money to create streams of income in your home. So if you are new, please type I'm new in the chat and we will help you get started. If you are not new but have questions about anything we have posted on our blog as well as our social media platforms, please put put it in the chat and we will answer your question. Also, if you are new, grab a pen and a piece of paper because there will be a lot of information dropped in the chat, and you may want to ask questions or go research the companies that our kings and queens talk about in the chat. I suggest you write them down because the chat will not be available right after we get off of here. You may want to screenshot, do whatever you need to do to go and research these companies. We suggest you research the companies, come back, sign up for the companies, come back. If you have questions, ask these kings and queens who do a lot of these companies how they are making money with a lot of these side gigs and side hustles. And if you are not familiar with side gigs and side hustles, there are things you can do on your own time. You don't have a boss. There's no assessment most of the time. And you do them on your own time. I lost track of that. But anyway, thank y'all for watching, coming to check us out. Carol will be reading the chat. We will get to the positions at the end of the live. Again, thank you. Make sure y'all put y'all information in the chat if you have an interview, if you have earned any money with side gigs and side hustles. Make sure you put them in the chat to let the people who are new know that the information we are talking about really does produce results and you guys are really making money. So thank you. And Carol will be reading.
Lillian, she says, hey, so right. Jessica says, Michelle, same. The ladies turned me onto Omni and they are pretty responsive so far. Thank you, Queen Jessica. And I do have Omni on the list, number 7. Yep. Beginner-friendly company, no interview, work when you want, and they pay on time every week.
You took my line.
I know. You and Teresa. They pay on time. Short Lady C says, hey, Leonica. Answers, thank you. Jessica, you beginning as well. Okay. Hey, Earl. Earl says, peace, fam. He cooking dinner. Short Lady C, your friend here. Carla said, hey, Short Lady C. Short Lady C said, hey, Teresa. So Right says, happy Sunday, sis Lillian. Tan did put a link to the daily pay companies. Short Lady C says, hey, Carla. I may mess this up. Is it Geronin? Geronin says, much love and greetings from Greenland. Okay. Teresa says, hey, Short Lady C. Short Lady C says, hey, Helen. Thank you, Tara. She says, liked and shared. Short Lady C says, hey, Autism Mommy. Earl says, I've been with y'all all week. He said, laugh out loud. You sure have, Earl. You've been hanging out. Yeah. Evelyn says, okay, thank you. But we do post side gigs and side hustles, Evelyn, but that one is just not a good one. It's not. Mm-hmm. Jessica says, dang, knitting crochet, she got a testimony. She says she got 21 on EarnStar, 948 on Just Play, 18 on Branded, 35 on Free Cash. Pogo, she has 5, and Prime Opinion, she has $4.61. All right, great. Yay, knit and crochet. Congratulations.
You want me to? I'm so eager to talk about these side gigs.
Yeah.
That's why so we are going to, for those of you who are, I'm about to talk about them. We are going to talk about those side gigs and side hustles that Knit and Crochet just talked about. The first one is EarnStar, and that is a survey site. And we do promote survey sites. There are all types of survey sites that we promote. EarnStar is one, and that queen has earned $21 off of that site. So make sure you check that out. Just Play is a site where she is playing games. She is playing games for money, and Just Play is, and Carol, correct me if I'm wrong, they pay you for the amount of time you spend on the game. Is that correct? Or is that not correct? I think so.
I mean, you play the games and just get paid. So it's
Yeah.
not like free cash. We know
Yeah.
free cash, you got to get to the levels.
Right.
Yeah.
So make sure you check that out. Branded, that is a good one. Branded surveys. We have kings and queens earning great money on branded, as well as free cash. Pogo is the gas one. I think so. I got to go look.
I
I
think you
think
can
that's the.
play games on Pogo, scan receipts or something.
Oh yeah,
I think
like
you can
that.
scan receipts on Pogo.
Okay. And Prime
Yeah.
Opinion is another survey site. So make sure y'all check those out. Carol, did you put the link? Okay. Carol did put the link in the chat. I'm done being.
Branded is number 8. You said you done.
I'm done being eager.
Whatever. No, you not. Hey, Ayana. She says, hey, happy Sunday, everybody.
Hey.
Happy Sunday. Thank you. Thank you for liking and sharing. Teresa says, good job, knitting crochet. Leonica says, congrats. She says, hey, Ayana. Shasta says, don't do it. Messed up my bank account with that fake check 3 years ago and still fighting for a real bank account. So
Oh
Shasta
wow.
is dropping some knowledge when it comes to those get paid to package or
Mm-hmm.
assemble things from home. The queen is telling y'all not to do that. So if you see those types of fake work from home companies, jobs, run. Sure, let's see Texas representing. Jessica says Houston here. Um, is it Get Tatum? She says, evening queens, anything remote in Houston, beginner friendly data entry, tech support, transcribing, anything remote and beginner friendly would be greatly appreciated. So Texas is like 99.999% a not to hard find remote state. So everybody seems to hire in Texas, queen. And we do post, we did a data entry. I did a data entry video last week. Tech support, that's Tan's thing. Do we got any entry level tech support, Tan?
I posted a list yesterday. Hold on. Let me find it. I think it was a couple of entry level. Check out my tech support talk that I talked. I had a tech talk yesterday. Um, it was really interesting for those of you who came. I appreciate it. And we talked about tech things, how you can break into tech, what it takes, things like that. So check that out if you have time. It is on the YouTube.
And I'm going to drop a link here on data entry and non-phone. Now, I don't know if the companies are still hiring those data entry jobs. They go fast. When we see them, we try to post them. But a lot of people are interested in data entry and non-phone. Thank you, Growing Good Hair. She says, sis, I'll watch the playback. I have to run. Okay. Well, thank you for stopping by,
All
Queen. Ayana says, hey, Mrs. Tan and Mrs. Carl. Hey, hey, hey. Hey,
right.
Shanna. She says, good evening, everyone. Hey, Queen April. She says, hello, Queens. Leonica says, good evening, Shanna. Pat says, do you have any recommendations for remote jobs with flexible schedules? So we will be talking about some on here, Pat. And I just dropped a non-phone link in the chat. Search our channel also, Queen. We do post a lot of work when you want companies. And you can just go by the thumbnails. It may say no set schedule or it may say work when you want. Teresa says, hi, Shanna. Shanna says, hey, Leonica. Husband Helen said, like Uncle Joe say, don't do it.
Right.
Short Lady C, welcome to all that are new. You are welcome here. Please like and share. Thank you, Short Lady
Thank
C. She says,
you.
welcome, Ann. Jessica says, hi, April. Shanna says, hey, Teresa. Get Tatum says, thank you, Queens. No problem. Short Lady C says, welcome, Donna. Jessica laughing. Thank you, Tifa. Sherry says hello. Carla. Get Tatum says right. Laugh out loud. Sasha says hello, everyone. Hope all is well. We are great, Queen. How are you? Ayana says hey, Leonica. Teresa says hi, Sasha. Autism Mama says hey, short lady C and Leonica. Teresa says thank you guys for always posting jobs that are out there. You're welcome, Queen.
Oh, thank you.
Lillian says hey, short lady C. Short Lady C says, welcome, Michelle. Hey, Elizabeth. She says, kings and queens. Hey, 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 everybody.
Hey.
Hey, Queen Lady Empress. She says, happy Sunday, ladies, and everyone in the chat. Hope all is well. Made it on time. Congrats to everyone in advance. Liked and shared. And if we have any testimonies, if you made some money in the month of December, you want to share that with the newcomers here, put it in the chat. If you made money over the weekend, put that in the chat also so that we can celebrate you guys. Tyra says, hello, queens and kings. Hey, queen.
Hey, hey.
Lillian says, hey, autism mommy. Earl, not you laughing. Autism mommy, you laughing too? Lady Empress says, Tan is ready. um, Lots Chris says, good evening, ladies. I have no skills. Will be retiring in a couple of years. Where can I get training?
What type of skills
So
you
if
want
you are
training in?
new to working from home, let us know what type of skills and what exactly, King, are you looking for? What type of job?
Mm-hmm.
Cookie Monster, only suggestion maybe mention I watch your lives with the group, try to answer questions best I can, prolific, a few signed up for a researcher instead of participant. Wonder can they just go back in different email and re-sign back up for participant?
Yeah.
Sasha says hello, back at you, Teresa. Autism Mama says hey, Lillian. Teresa says hey, Elizabeth and Tara. Sean says thank you. Drea says Tan, are you watching the game? You
Yes,
know she is. You
they
see her
just
over there
tied it.
laughing.
Sorry,
Short
y'all.
Lady says happy Sunday. Nita Crochet says welcome
My
all new
sister.
people.
Girl, you know my sister there.
Yeah,
Somewhere in
you
the
told me.
somewhere in
It's
there.
still snowing.
Huh?
Is it still snowing?
No, it stopped.
Yeah.
Uh,
Teresa says, hey, hey, Lady Empress. Alicia says, hey, everyone. It's been a while. How is everyone doing? We are great, Queen. How are you? Hey, Sean. She says, I'm new. Welcome, Queen. Welcome, lots, Craig. But let us know if you are looking for the beginner friendly or what type of remote job. Ramonia, she says, new to the live, always looking and subscribe to your platforms. Thank you, Queen, and welcome.
thank you.
And Ayana says, Miss Kerr, you've been working all week, dropping us a video every day. Thank you. You welcome, Queen. Thank you so much. Appreciate the love.
Oh,
Hey, Lanice, how you doing, Queen?
hey.
Welcome back. Hey, Doris. She says, hey. Jessica says, nice. Teresa says, welcome back, Alicia. Hey, my Wilkerson, how are you today, Queen? She says, hey, Carl, Tan, and family. I liked and shared.
Hey.
Thank you, Tifa. Alicia says, hey, T, thank you. Earl says, hey, short lady C.
I'm not fooling with y'all.
Teresa said, hey, my Wilkerson. I ain't did nothing. What I do? Stephanie says she has 275 Clearboard Servio 282, money time $1.54. Prize play, she has 20 cents. All right, Queen.
All right, Queen.
Congratulations. Ramonia, you do Spark delivery and they pay immediately after each completion of delivery. Love it. Work when you want. Well, congrats on Spark Delivery, Queen.
All right, Queen.
We got a queen here that makes around 1,100 a week off of
Sweet.
Spark. My Wilkinson says, "Hey Teresa." Hey Denise. She says, "Hey Queens." Marcella says, "Hey Carl, can you post the work from phone gigs?" Okay, I can. Teresa says she got 10 on Best Play and she's been doing vibes and she has 880. Okay,
All right.
Teresa. Hang on, Marcellus. I do have them. It's so cold here. No wonder my heat keep popping. Why is my heat constantly popping on? But I see why. It's cold outside.
There he is.
It is cold outside. Okay, Marcellus, I put them in the chat, King. So if anyone here is looking for gigs that you can do from your phone, I just dropped a list of companies in the chat. Scorpio, we have a new Facebook group.
You want me to
They
put it? I'll
shut
put
the
that.
other. So we had Tan. She posted a new one.
I will.
Well, she created a new one. Dora said, "I finally made 10 on free cash within a couple of days." Okay, just have to be consistent. You are so right, Queen, and congrats on the 10.
Yeah.
And if anyone here wants to take a look at free cash, they are number 13 on the list. Tan has done free cash. We've had several other queens to do free cash as well.
As Pam would say.
So my auntie and my sister going back and forth.
Oh Lord. That's them talking.
I dealt with my auntie. They going back and forth.
Oh, okay. Michelle says, "I have no, I'm not sure what you're trying to say, Queen, for the survey thing. Can you find? Oh, you have no patience." She said, "I have no patience for the survey thing. Can y'all find me some patience?" Look at Prolific, Queen. That one is a survey site, but it's not like the typical survey site. Now, there is a waiting list for Prolific, but this one, they pay really good.
Yes.
And if anybody else here has any testimonies about what you guys have made over the weekend, y'all be sure to drop it here in the chat. Teresa says, "Awesome, Doris." Stephanie says, "Test her up. She has 11. Rico Social 309. User Crowd 2. User Testing 24. D Scout, she has 2. M Turk 80 cents. Echo 438. All right, Stephanie. Congratulations, Queen. Congrats to you. Sure Lady C, she got a testimony. She has 30,000 on Fetch, 6 on Inbox Dollars, 34 on Frisbee, 300,000 points on Rewarded Play, 25 on Benjamin, 647 on Free Cash, 129 on Hey Cash. She has 1,000,000 points on Playwell and 620 on the Solitaire Cash. All right, Sure Lady C.
All right.
That's Queen. Hello, Regina. Hey, Queen T. She says, hello, everyone. Cookie Monster says, also anyone, IT, etc. Proxy blockers on computer will cause you to lose privileges. Companies like Handshake, no way around. Oh, that's a good tip. Thank you, Queen. Knit and Crochet says, thanks, everyone. Lolita says, hey, Carol, I'm in Atlanta looking for a work from home with equipment. I've been work from home for about 10 years, CSR, but I wouldn't mind a non-phone. Now, we are going to talk about some non-phone queens, but they don't provide equipment.
Yeah.
But I will drop the equipment provided companies here. Some of these might have non-phone jobs, but I really and truly, I really don't know. But I'll put the link here in the chat, Queen. And mostly, I would say 99, 98, 99% of the companies hire in Georgia.
Yeah.
Pretty Patrick says run. Teresa says, hey, T. Tan did put a link to tech support. Jessica's laughing. Michelle. Hey, Lene. She says, happy Sunday, ladies. Liked and shared. Thank you. Thank you, Lillian. Mimi says, anything work from home for quality assurance. Have not seen any Mimi in maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I haven't seen any Queen. If we find some, we will.
Sorry.
T says, yes, Ron, my niece was scammed by a company that claimed they wanted her to advertise their company on her car with the sticker. Too good to be true, messed up her bank account. Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that, Queen T.
Now they
so
do
you guys
have
be mindful when it comes to work from home jobs. Even if it's a Fortune 500 company, always go to the company's website directly. A lot of people are seeing the companies on Facebook and on some of these other social media platforms. But just because somebody's saying Amazon is hiring for data entry and is paying $50 an hour, that does not make it true. Go to Amazon's site. They're running ads now, y'all. So y'all got to be smart about this when it comes to the work from home jobs. I saw an ad running on Facebook. It came up in my feed. Somebody was running the ad for Amazon data entry, $50 an hour. I have never, ever seen Amazon post a data entry job. I've never seen that before. They do post remote jobs, but I've never seen a remote data entry for Amazon. So please be mindful when you see these companies. It takes 1 to 2 minutes to go and Google the company. That 1 to 2 minutes is going to save your life from you being scammed. I have a friend, and whatever company it is, she's going to call them. I don't care if she gets the company from me. If I call her and say, hey girl, this company's hiring, that company's hiring, this company's hiring, that company's hiring, she's going to say, okay, and she's going to call them if you have to. If you've been talking to a recruiter on Facebook, and I'm going to say this for the 100th time, real recruiters do not message people on Facebook for a job. Now, they have messaged me before, but they're not trying to hire me. They're trying to get us to do a promotion for them. That's the only time I've known a recruiter to do an inbox message. A job, no ma'am, no sir. They do not hire via Facebook Messenger. I don't care how people try to sugarcoat it and say that they do. I'm here to tell you they don't. And if you don't believe me, go call the company. They waiting for your call. Go email the company. Go ask, hey, do y'all do interviews through Messenger? No, we don't. They don't. So if you are talking to somebody on Messenger and they're saying, oh, we're going to do the interview here, or leave off of Facebook, go to Teams, leave off of Facebook, go to the Signal app, the Telegram, the WhatsApp, the Google Hangouts, those are scams. I have never known a real company to do interviews that way. If you know you did not apply to the company and they send you an email saying, hey, I got a job opening for you, and this job opening is paying $25 an hour, la la la, and you know you didn't apply, scam. If they're sending checks to you and you have not worked for this company, but they're going to send you a check and say, hey, go cash this check and send me $100 back. You keep the other $3 and get a computer. Real companies, kings and queens, they do not. I'm not going to send you a check. You got to think about what's happening here. Why would somebody send you a check and you have not done an ounce of work for them? Why would they do that? They don't know you. They don't, how they trusting you like that already with their money, and they don't have any personal information of yours. So if you are approached by someone, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, and now some of these other social media platforms, and they're saying, hey, I got this job for you, and we're going to send you a check to purchase equipment. If you accept that check and you take that check to the bank, them cuffs going on you. Fraudulent. Those checks are stolen. Don't do it. I'm here to tell you, don't do it. If it sounds too good to be true, research it. Don't just take people's word for it. Don't even take my word for it. Go research the company. You got to do your own due diligence. You have to do your own homework. I got to go do my homework. When we present these jobs to y'all, I can't just present a job and I don't know if the job is legit or not. We got a brand on the line. So if we present a job, a list of jobs, and all of them are scams, are y'all going to come over here to this channel and trust us to deliver this good information? You're not. You're going to say, no, 2 chicks, they're scammers. No, I'm not coming over there. So I have a job to do. Tan has a job to do. When we present these jobs, I got to go research them. I have to go look them up. I got to do a little digging. And if I'm unsure about it, I'm not going to post it. I'm not going to post it. Now, we have people come in here, and I really don't like that, but we'll have people come in here and say, hey, so-and-so is hiring, especially if I've never heard of the company. I really don't like for people to come in our chats to share jobs if we've never heard of these companies before. I don't like that, because people will start saying, oh, well, who is that? And they're hiring. And as soon as it's a scam, the first thing y'all gonna do is run back up in this chat and say, oh, well, that company that so-and-so posted, it turned out to be a scam. Yeah. So if you are on any of the live streams and you see people, and people will do this because, of course, everybody's trying to help everybody. But if we've never heard of the company, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to delete it. And it may sound rude to some people, but we have a brand to protect, and we also have to protect the people that come on here that support the brand. Patty T says, hi, 2 chicks and family. I made another 80. Okay. With Product Tube last week, I was at 240. Also, my son made 80 from Product Tube. They were sending a lot of projects for my family. Oh, for your family members. Okay, good. All right. Congratulations. And she said friends too. Okay. Go ahead, friend.
All right.
So just be mindful, people, of companies you are seeing online. Just take some time, go over to Google the company, go to Reddit. Reddit is a good source, I think, for remote jobs. A lot of people go to Reddit and they'll post what they know about the company, the reviews. They'll do a review, ins and outs, pros and cons. Product Tube, this is a good side hustle, everybody. I'm going to put it here in the chat. Don't have to do an interview. Don't need a resume. Can pretty much just do these in your own time. You are going into stores and you're doing like 5 minute or less videos. Queen T says, hi, Teresa. Short Lady C says, hey, what are you cooking? Short Lady C on her way. T says, like and share. Thank you, Queen. Teresa says, congrats, Patty. Leonica says 43 on Step Cash, 710 on MSR, 23 on Money Time. All right, Queen. Congrats. She says, hey, T. Hey, always learning. She says, good evening. Carla says, hey, Patty. Everybody's saying, hey to Queen Patty. Denise, thank you, Queen. Hey, Debbie. She says, good night to both young ladies and everyone. Liked, hyped, and shared. Thank you.
Thank you.
Leonica says, hey, Lene. She says, congrats, short lady. See, Patty T says, my sons are in IT. They were so impressed by Tan's live yesterday. Okay. That
Oh,
they are
thank
going to
you.
subscribe to this channel.
Oh, thank
Oh,
you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Tell them I appreciate it.
thank you, Queen, for sharing. Is it Lisanne? She says, hello, I'm new. Welcome, Queen.
Hey, hey.
Patty T says, hey, sis Deonica. Hey, Sally's mom. She says, hey, you. Earl says he has 131 on Prolific and
All
growing.
right.
Earnhouse, he has 445 and Product Tube, he has $10. All right,
All right.
congrats, King. And Earl is one of the kings here that comes on these streams and supports the two chicks with the side hustle family. This king has 19, I think it's 19. I can't keep up sometimes, but Earl has 19
Mhm.
side hustle eggs in his basket. And his message to the new people, get you at least 15. Is it not get you a dozen? Get
Mhm.
you a dozen. I'm trying to add more,
Yeah,
but Earl says get you a dozen of eggs in the basket. And what we mean by eggs, and Tan so eager to tell y'all.
I am. So, what we mean by eggs is side gigs and side hustles. Some of these kings and queens have over 50 side gigs and side hustles. We have one queen that has over 50 side gigs and side hustles. And we say get a number of them in your basket so you can crack them open when you need to. So the key is you don't have to work all of them at one time. You don't have to, but if you need them, you can crack them open. We have some queens who stack the side gigs and side hustles to create a full time income. We have kings and queens who are making full time incomes just doing these side gigs and side hustle eggs in their basket. Okay.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Michelle says, do you guys know anything or anybody on here know anything about digital bites? I don't. I don't, Queen. She says, what I believe is WhatsApp, and is it legit if you have? I have never heard of that, Queen.
I would say WhatsApp.
Leonica says,
I would be
congrats,
a
man.
little leery.
Yeah, me too.
Saying everything with
Hey,
WhatsApp is
dear love and laugh. She says, hey, Two Chicks family. Lene says, hey, sis Leonica, happy Sunday. How are you doing and feeling? Leonica says, hey, Leo, love and laugh. She says, hi. Carla says, congrats, Leonica, and congrats, Patty. Teresa says, hey, Leo, love and laugh with the smiley face. And Leonica says, she's doing good, everybody. Much better, not in any more pain. She says, how are you, Lene? And happy Sunday. Short Lady C says, welcome, lots, Craig. Leonica says, thanks, sis, Carla. Lene says, happy Sunday, Carol and Tan. Thank you, Queen, for liking and sharing. Teresa says, great job on everything, Leonica. Cookie Monster says, they made them sign back up again on Prolific. Yep. So there is a wait list, Queens, for
yeah.
Prolific. We cannot tell you guys how long the wait list is. We really don't know. Some people have gotten on the wait list while we were on live and got straight off. So just continue to check your emails. Hey Queen Amy, she says, hey Queens, thank you so much for all the info y'all give us every day, keeping us updated. I have to say I've been trying to do Prolific, but it keeps saying I've got a VPN. I tried all I know to fix it.
Some queen told
You
us
are
about
not
it
the
a
only
couple
one.
what to do. It was something in the browser. I can't remember.
If somebody
Does
can help
anybody
Queen
remember?
Amy out about the VPN.
It was Queen Angela. I cannot remember what what sh- what was
I can't
done or
remember
what
what she
she
said
did,
either.
and I don't see her on here.
Mm-hmm.
If she's on here, Queen, I'll if I see her on here, I'll
It may be
ask.
somebody else.
Or if somebody else remembers what Queen Angela did about the VPN, because I can't remember. I'm like, not, I don't know. I'm not saying I don't know. I just can't remember right now.
If anybody else knows what to do when it comes to their VPN for Prolific, y'all let us know. Ah, thank you, Patty. She says my sons also said they viewed a few videos from Carl and they were impressed by the info she provided too. Thank you, and thank your sons for me as well. Hey, Robin. She says happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday. Patty says thank you. Beverly, are you looking for the beginner friendly queen? And all the links to the list are in the chat. I know the chat rolling kind of fast, so if you miss something, just say, hey, can you guys repost it? Beginner friendly in chat. Just make sure you kings and queens take a look at the company's websites and check to see if your state, because a lot of them are state specific. Some of them are W-2, some are 1099 independent contractors. So make sure you guys read the description. If you're looking for independent contractor, read the descriptions carefully. Lene says, Leonica, that's good to hear, sis. I'm glad you're feeling better. I can't complain. Leonica says, thank you so much, Teresa. Patty says, hey, Carla, and thanks, Leonica. She says, thanks, sis. I appreciate it. Lene, glad you're doing good. Carla says, hey, knitting crochet. Leonica says, you're welcome, Patty. Teresa says, you're welcome, Leonica. Ayana says, Miss Tan, I appreciate you shaking the fry basket and keeping the fries spread. Not sitting under the light.
I try.
Hey, you, me. She says, evening, Carol Tan, and everyone. Welcome back, Queen, and good evening to you. Lillian says, congrats, Teresa. My Wilkerson has a testimony. She says, I have 34 prolific, 510 on Earn House, and 930 Earn Star, 489 Money Time, 573 Google Opinions. All right,
Queen. Congrats.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Hey, Polo Lonnie. She says, hi, Carol Tan and chat. Hope everyone had a good weekend and is ready for the week. Liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Right. Teresa says, hey, Earl, how about those Seahawks yesterday? Ursula says, hi, Carol Tan and all. Happy Sunday. Liked and shared. Thanks for more eggs. You're welcome, Queen Ursula. Happy Sunday, Queen. Hey, Judy. Judy says, hi, everyone. Patty says, thanks, Teresa. And Ursula was the last laptop winner. So we have Earl, we have Ursula, and somebody tonight on the live is going to win the third laptop. So y'all make sure y'all like, share, go tell a friend to tell another friend about what we do over here on this channel. We will continue to give away more laptops in the upcoming months because we do have some more laptops already. So we will continue to give them away. And all you guys have to do is subscribe to the channel. If you have not, this is if you want to participate. Subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and interact with us on these live streams. Disclaimer, YouTube is not partnered with us when it comes to the laptop giveaways. Yeah. Leonica says, hey, my Wilkerson, and congrats. Beverly says, I'm open for... I'm thinking you saying anything is hiring work from home. Okay. Pay attention to the chat, Queen Beverly. The links are being posted. Leonica says, hey, Ursula. Patty says, hi, Polo, Lonnie, and Ursula. My Wilkinson says, hey, Leonica. Teresa says, thank you, Shanna. Patty says, hi, my Wilkinson. My Wilkinson says, hey, Carla. Teresa says, hey, Polo, Lonnie, and Ursula. Shanna says, you're welcome, Teresa. Ursula says, hey, Leonica, hope you're able to have your tooth extracted. Yeah. Patty says, yes, great game. Carla says, hey, my Wilkerson, how are you doing, sis? Queen Shasta says, best play, totaling. Girl, 167, all right. Past 2 weeks, earn mode, 38. Update from Yuppie AI made $30. Are you saying they stopped paying due to people creating fraudulent accounts? What? Who? Wow. Well, congrats on the other money, Queen. That's good for Best Play. Best Play. a gaming app, and if you have an Android phone, take a look at the Best Play one.
And let me just say this: for people who do the fraudulent thing, you're not you're not doing nothing but messing it up for people who really want to make money, who are really trying to earn money to take care of their family. I am not a proponent of doing fraudulent things to try to, with the assessments and things like that, people paying money and, hey, we're going to take your assessments for $15, $20. That's not right. That's not right. So, I mean, y'all mess it up for the people who try to do right.
Lisa says that was a great live, Tan. I stopped past it. She said you helped a lot of people. She says hi, chat. Hi, Lisa. Patty says, "Oh, I forgot to mention I use the public Wi-Fi, different email, so now I'm on the waiting list for Prolific." All right, Queen.
All
Lisa
right.
says, "Hi, Leonica. Hope you're feeling better soon." Patty says, "Congrats, short lady. See, there go Angela." She said, "Jet popping on. Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
Congrats to all the wins. Gotta go. Bears down in OT."
Yeah.
Aww.
They lost. We're going to be all right. Had
My
a good
Wilson
year.
says, "Hey, Patty." Whatever. Stephanie says, "Thank you, Carl." Shanna says, "Congrats, short lady. See." Hustler Helen got a testimony. Cloud Research 11, Echo 11, Prolific 12, Pay Viewpoint 586, Forthright 7, Fetch. She has 6,000 points. All right,
All right, Queen.
Cloud
Congrats.
Research. That's another good one, everybody. Number 16 on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, be sure to take a look at number 16, Cloud Research. Ursula says, "Hey, Patty." Shola says, "Thanks, everybody." Judy says, "Liked and shared." Carla says, "Congrats, Helen." My Wilkerson says, "Thank you, Leonica," and I'm okay, Carla. Kimberly, hey, Queen. She says, "Hello, good people. Do you have anything for Huntersville, North Carolina, part time?" If you are a beginner, Queen, look at the beginner friendly. Some of these are flexible and they do offer part time.
Mm-hmm.
And the link is in the chat. Always Learning says PayPal offers a free debit card. You can get more than one. You don't have to use your bank account info. Okay. Thank you, Queen. Hey, Tammy. She says, hello. Leonica says, "Congrats, Helen." She says, "You welcome, my Wilkerson." Sherry says, "Yes, ma'am. Facebook has lots of scammers." She says, "Y'all be careful." Teresa says, "Hey, Tammy." She says hi. Show Lady C says hi. And she says hi, Show Lady C. Hey, Queen Reba. She says, "Good evening, Carl and Tan, and
Hey,
everyone. Get them eggs." She says, "Like and share. Congrats, Queens." Sandra, hello, Queen. She says, "Hello,
hey.
lady." And Ursula, Show Lady C says, "Hey." Ursula says, "Congrats, Show Lady C." Tammy says, "Like and share." Dillion says, "Anything for the Caribbeans."
Sutherland usually hires places in the Caribbean, and I would try Achieve Test Prep.
Dillian, look at the chat. I'm putting the names of the companies here in the chat, but you will have to just go and Google them to get the actual website. We localize, they might have something, and tell us they may have something also. Lene says, "Yes, I had experienced this. False company sent me a check, advised it was a CBS position for a documentation process. I got the check in the mail. My husband shredded the check. I'm glad I looked. Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
Earl says, don't do it. They almost got me, but I called the bank of the alleged check. Not the alleged.
That lead
Alleged. From the alleged scammer. Lene said the information before doing anything. These jobs are getting out of control, especially AI. Indeed, jobs never again. Oh, yeah. Patty says, FYI, just received an email from Product 2 saying they're launching a new reward redemption option called Tremendous that gives more flexibility and payout methods.
Oh, okay.
Reba says, Leonica, hope you are feeling better. Lillian says, congrats, Patty. And Leonica says, I've been quit going on Indeed for jobs. Sandra says, congrats. Leonica says, hey, Reba, yes, I'm feeling better. How are you? Cookie Monster says, I have a job on Handshake after assessment. I have an assessment, kind of confusing. You talk about the comparison questions. Okay. Cookie Monster, keep us posted,
right,
Queen.
Congrats, Queen.
Congrats to you. Shirley says, hello, Queen. Shasta says, yes, also be mindful of random text messaging offering jobs. Been receiving lots of spam offering jobs as well, not legit. Thank you, Queen. So the Queen is saying be mindful of those random text messaging offering jobs. Hey, Queen Terry. She says, hey, everyone. Lillian says, congrats, Leonica. Cookie Monster says, I'm trying to figure out shift off. What questions do you have, Queen? Terry says, liked and shared. Shanna says, congrats, Leonica. Hey, Queen Sherry. She says, hey, everyone. Lady Empress says, hey, Leonica. Earl says he made a fat burger and some homemade French fries. You should have hit up Tan. You know, she likes shaking the basket of fries. Ooh. Husband Helen says, congrats, Leonica. She says, thanks, Lillian. Thanks, Shanna. Sherry says, cashed out, Adipole, free cash, prime opinion, MSR, and the pay viewpoint. All right, Queen. Congrats. Leonica says, hey, Lady Empress, how are you? She says, thanks, Helen. She says, congrats, sis, Sherry. Short Lady C says, congrats, Earl. Lillian says, congrats, Earl. Jessica says, prolific sounds promising. Gonna check it out. Okay, Queen.
Yeah.
We've had quite a few to cash out. Queen Jessica off of prolific. Good money, too. Leonica says, congrats, Earl. Lillian says, hey, Helen. Stephanie says, congrats, Earl. Jessica says, WhatsApp be scamming. Yes. Stay away from WhatsApp. Telegram.
Yes.
Sherry says, Leonica, congrats. And what's more? I think she's asking for MSR and Money Time. I think MSR is the one where you let it run in the background, Queen, and Money Time is a gaming app if you have an Android device. Patty T says, thanks to those I overlooked who congratulated me. I appreciate it. Reba says, all right, Sherry and Earl and all those who still getting them eggs. Hey, Queen Tanisha. She says, hey, two chicks and everyone.
Hey.
Patty says, thank you for all that you do to help people earn an income. You're welcome, Queen. Yeah. Lene has a testimony. She says, free cash, 927 prime, 211 pay viewpoints, 585, survey apps, 330. And I do Amazon Flex on the side, CX Group, the shopping mystery shop for setting up Horizons Bank for $30. Okay. Right, congrats, Queen.
All right.
She says, and the recruiter from Yardi Matrix got back to me and told me at this time no surveys in my current area. I'm gonna keep applying for more eggs. I appreciate y'all both. Still waiting to hear back from Shift Off. Well, congrats, Queen. I think Yardi, they probably cut it off. They'll start back hiring Lene in March for their spring. They'll start probably like March. If not, it'll be beginning of April. Patty T says, congrats to all I overlooked who are making money. Ayana says, you have to clear your history and cache to try to log in under another connection. And this is for the Queen with the VPN issue. Thank you, Queen Lene.
Thank you.
Ursula says, application was approved for Shift Off. Do I still need to wait for a one question video interview? I received an email to move forward with on onboarding. She said, yes, Tan provided some valuable information. If they didn't send it, Ursula, I would just move on with the onboarding, unless it's under the onboarding. I don't
Yeah.
know. If somebody here knows about shift off, once you get to the onboarding part, do you still have to do the one-way video interview? Amy says, okay, thank you so much. You're welcome, Queen. Is it our best? Hi. She says, hi, ladies. Sure, lady sister Tan gonna get that promotion soon.
Well, I'm getting
The
promoted.
head fry basket shaker. She gonna be the head fry basket shaker. Lillian said, congrats, my Wilkerson. I'm gonna say Lyric. Lyric said, hi, ladies. Hi, Lyric. Welcome, Queen. Sure, lady C says, Earl, I would like mustard on my burger. Stephanie said, you already know I liked and shared. Thank you. Hey, Michelle. She says, hello, ladies. I have liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Sandra says, I already subscribed. I liked and I shared. Thank y'all so much. London says, hi, Patty T and Teresa. Ursula says, hi, our best. And Reba says, congrats, my Wilkerson. Michelle says, hello, I liked and shared. And she has 20 on the product, too. All right, girl.
All right.
Congratulations, Queen. Anybody else got any good news that they want to share? Because Tan is so doggone eager to congratulate y'all. So y'all come on up here and let us know if you made money in the month of December and you want to let the new kings and queens see that these side gigs and side hustles that you guys are doing really do pay off. My Wilkerson says, for prolific, you have to go into your settings, network and internet advanced, should show if your VPN. Thank you, Miss T. She says, liked and shared in emails and on socials. I appreciate that, Queen. Carla says, congrats, my Wilkerson. Tara says, oh, my husband made 402 with Just Play since December the 5th. He plays a few hours every day. Wow, girl.
Oh, wow.
402.
Wow.
Congratulations to him. Wow. That is some great money just to play a game, everybody. She's saying that her husband made $402 just to play a game. Just Play.
Mm-hmm.
Android phone, Just Play. Link in the chat. Go and sign up. This is an easy one. They don't pay because of the levels. It's not like free cash. Amy says, liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Stephanie says, I'm back up to 20 on free cash. All right, girl.
All right, Queen. You cashed out finally?
Congrats. My Wilson says, thank you, Carla. Hey, P. Cross. She says, hello, everyone. Earl said he don't watch the football. P. Cross said, liked and shared. Miss T says, oh, I forgot I cashed out 60 in the past 2 months and 40 on Ibotta. Okay, girl. Congrats.
Right.
Bianca says, hey, Pete Cross. Patty says, thanks for the info. Always learning. Carla says, hello, Pete Cross. How are you? Bianca says, hey, Polo Lunny. She says, congrats, Ursula, on getting approved for a shift off. Miss T says she got the 60 was from Fitch. Okay. All right, Queen. Ursula says, thanks, Leonica. P. Cross says, I uninstalled the Benjamin app ever since the new year. It keeps starting over when I do the daily check-in. Is anyone else having these issues? Several people have been having issues with the Benjamin app. So I don't really know, P. Cross, what exactly is going on with that app. I don't know if somebody bought it, if they got some new tech support people and working in the background. We have no idea, but several people have stated issues with that site.
Mm-hmm.
Dillian with the thumbs up. You welcome. Carla says, congrats, Ursula. Miss T says, congrats, Lene and Ursula. The uncle says, you're welcome. She says, I've been uninstalled it a month or two back. Pete Cross. Carla says, Pete Cross, Mr. Ben will take from your earnings from 50 cents to $1 from daily check-ins. Reba, you got on with Panorama, Presto, Shopper, Omni. I told them that I was recommended by two chicks with a side hustle. All right, girl.
All right.
Go ahead, Queen Reba. Reba ain't playing. So Presto Shopper, everybody, this is a good mystery shop
Yeah,
site.
that's a good one.
I'm gonna drop it here in the chat. You want to talk about it, Tam?
But Presto Shopper. That's the one that one of the queens was doing, and she was getting her nails done. She got spa treatment, she got massages, and Presto Shopper. They have the Insta shops where you can get paid in 3 to 5 days, and they have high paying shops. She was earning $200 a day, I think.
Yeah. Yep, that's right. And I posted the link in the chat. Kings and queens, check it out. Don't need a resume. Can work whenever you want. No interview, no experience. Lyric, thank you, Queen. Patty, she says, hi, Lady Empress. Thank you, Earl. He says, thanks all. Hustling Helen says, hey, Lillian. Pat says, Tan shaking those fries. Carter says, congrats to all the surveyors, gamers, and side gig hustlers. Ursa says, thanks, Carla. Autism Mama says, congrats to everyone making that money. Sherry says, Benjamin, I'm thinking you saying been paying people anyways, they need uninstalling.
Oh yeah.
Lene says, thank you, T. Appreciate it. Cookie Monster says, I love those scam people. I tell them I have your IP address. When I finish with them, they block me. WhatsApp is nothing but a scam. It's a tracking site.
Yeah.
Miss T said, you're welcome, Lene. Show Lady C says, congrats to everybody getting their coins. Lene says, thank you, ladies. I'm going to mark my calendar for March for Yardy. Okay, Queen. Autism Mama says, shift off can be slow about sending out emails and updates. She says, also check your spam folders. Thank you, Autism Mommy. Show Lady C says, thanks everyone for liking and sharing. Cookie Monster says, they sent my question. I thought it was 2 questions. The interview was sent the same night. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hey, Jockey. She says, 2 chicks and fam. Hey, Leah Love and Laugh says, congrats everyone. Shanna says, congrats to all who refused to be broke in 2026. Earl says, see, I got brown and yellow mustard. He said, which one you want, short lady? See, she said yellow. Leonica says, hey, sister Jockey. Shasta says she'll do the video, which is listed in the email for onboarding. Just did it myself this weekend. Okay, so Ursula Queen Shasta said that you will do the video, which is listed in the email for onboarding. She just did hers this weekend. Lene says, gotta get these coins, Tan and Kerr. My solar return is Tuesday. I'm here to add more eggs to the basket. 2026, we will not be broke, making money moves all year. Let's go. All right, Queen. Carla says, hey, a jockey. A jockey says, congrats. It's awesome. Short lady C. Earl said, gotcha. A jockey says, hey, sis Leonica. Leonica says, happy early birthday, Lene. Yeah, happy early birthday, Queen. Reba says, that's awesome. Short lady C says, thanks, Earl. Hey, C Dash. C Dash says, hello to everybody. A jockey says, hey, sis Carla. Stephanie says, I cashed out a while back. Most of it, and I'm building back up with cash outs here and there. Okay. Lillian says, happy birthday, Lene. T says, I hear that making money moves. Lene says, thank you, sis Leonica. Leonica says, hey, Stephanie. You're welcome, Lene. Sure Lady C says, I am on 405 days on the Benjamin. Okay, Sure Lady C. It's a long time.
All right, Sure Lady
Stephanie says, hey, Leonica. Lene said, Lillian, thank you. Elizabeth said, liked and share emails. She says, King Earl, I am making an apple crisp. Can I have some fries to sneak on? A jockey said, woohoo, you go. Tara, she says, congrats, everyone. This is our year. Lillian says, congrats, Reba. Leona says, congrats to your husband for making that much, Tara. Hannah says, hey, I'm Hannah. I'm new here looking for remote work ASAP to be able to pay rent.
I would say, Queen,
Queen,
check
if you are a beginner to working from home, take a look at the beginner friendly jobs.
I'll put the daily pay in there again.
Some of these are quick hire.
And I'll put the daily pay companies. There are some on this list that pay daily. You may want to try those.
Shasta got me tickled about her comment. She said, yes, best play is the GOAT. Made my teenagers install the app so I can stop hearing, Mama, do you have or can you give me $3, $5 every day? Hey,
Hey,
ain't
I
nothing
don't
wrong with that,
blame you.
Queen. That's too funny. So play, the Queen is letting you guys that this play is a
Is it me or you?
Ajaka says, just did my video for shift off, waiting on to get hired. Congrats, Queen. Sherry says, hello, everyone. Hey, Queen. I liked and shared. Thank you. Patty says, hi, AJ. Hannah says, and Downey sent me. Okay. Well, thank you, Downey, for sharing. Miss T says, I'm on Fish playing a game right now while I'm watching. Laugh out loud. Just got back to enough for a $55 visa. Okay. That's it.
All right.
Thank you, Teresa. She says, I shared it on my Facebook page. Thank you, Queen. All right, girl, on the 5. Ajaka says, thanks, Autism Mommy. Appreciate that. Patty says, hi, Hannah, and welcome. Mommy, thanks for the on shift. Pat says, I have a friend that doesn't have a computer. She has on board, but she's able. She's limited income. Anything for people with disabilities.
You want me to get the phone jobs? I mean, the phone things.
She looking for a full-time job.
Hold on.
I do have the equipment provided, but if she just wants to do like a side gig or a side hustle from her phone, I'll put it here. From her phone.
Okay, hold on. I got 5 side hustles you can do from your phone. Can you hear me? Kara, can you hear me?
Barely. Renee says, thank you, ladies. Ajaka says, hey, sis Patty. She says, hi, C Dash. You cutting out. You cutting out. Misty says, happy birthday. Shonda says, hello, everyone. Tan gonna restart everybody. Show Lady C says, happy birthday, Lene. She says, welcome, Hannah. Lene says, I'm glad I caught the live. I just had me some homemade gingerbread and ice cream. I'm making a list of jobs on this live as we go. All right. T says, I just made my year anniversary at Working Solutions. They're hiring for TurboTax and have to do typing tests for Omni. All right, Queen. Congrats on that anniversary. Now, we do have both of these companies on this list. Working Solutions 6, Omni is number 7. So 6 and 7, everybody. Beginner friendly companies, no interview, work when you want. They are state specific, so please check first to see if they hire in your area. Link is in the chat. And congrats, Queen. Patty says, congrats, Jockey. Hey, I Jackson, or is it L Jackson? I don't know. She says, hey, ladies. Earl says, happy birthday. T says, these kids will dollar you to the end. Jockey says, thanks to Chicks. You welcome, Queen. Patty says, hi, Shonda, and happy early birthday to Lene. My birthday was on the 4th. Happy belated, Queen. Fort Thornton says, congratulations on all the wins, kings and queens. Stephanie says, I have a game going on free cash, and I'm playing another game on Plays Well. Okay, Queen. Tara says, happy birthday, you guys. Patty says, Teresa says, you guys are the best. These jobs that you tell us about are the real deal. Thank you, Queen. Appreciate the love. Thank you so much. Miss T says, I just have to say again, thank you, Carolyn Tan, for all that you do. And I love how helpful the Two Chicks chat is. Thank you, Miss T. We appreciate the love, Queen. And yes, I do agree. The kings and queens here are awesome people. They come on here, they listen, they share, and they interact with the newbies. Earl says he is on Prolific and he is listening. Thank you, Miss Jackson. She says share it to Facebook. Miss T says thank you. Lene says thank you, short lady. See? Hey, Sharon. Sharon says good evening. You two are amazing. My first time on a live. I will be investigating. Girl, go and investigate. But welcome, Queen. I like that. I'm gonna investigate. Lady Empress says congrats to everybody. Oh, it's Iris. Okay. Okay, Iris. She says, I love Play Well. Okay. Hey, Chandra. She says, liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Patty says, sharing. Yes, they are. And hello. Miss T says they're Working Solutions. They do not hire guys in Pennsylvania, California, Washington, and New York. That's the only 4 states. Thank you. Cookie Monster, Kurt, I was asking you about the comparison transcribing sentences. See, I don't work for them, Cookie Monster, so I don't know. If anybody here works for Handshake and can help the queen out, y'all be sure to put it here in the chat. I'll put your question up here, Cookie Monster, on the screen. But I'm not sure about the transcribing the sentences. I do not know. Shola C says, welcome, Sharon. Welcome to the Two Chicks with the Side Hustle family. Somebody's going to win this laptop tonight. So y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, we will be giving away more laptops. So it doesn't stop here tonight. But we did make it, everybody, to 150,000 subscribers. Yay! Thank y'all so much for the love, the support, the feedback, whether it was good, whether it was bad. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all for sharing the videos, the live streams, the blog links, the posts, the jobs, inviting your friends and your family members over here. We greatly appreciate that from the bottom of our hearts. We greatly, greatly do. And we could not have gotten to 150,000 without the Two Chicks with the Side Hustle family. So thank y'all again. So so much. Okay, Queen Rhythm Phoenix, she has a testimony. Just was hired on the Vera Fast. Thanks for all you ladies do. All right, girl, go ahead. She got hired with Vera Fast, everybody. And Vera Fast is a vendor from the company. Our state specific. They do pay out weekly. And so at some point they stopped doing interviews. Queen Phoenix, are they still doing interviews? Queen, can you let us know in the chat? I know they stopped at one point. I think a lot of people were coming from us and going over there based off of what one of the queens said here on one of the previous live streams. So everybody ran over there. They stopped doing interviews, but I don't know if they started back doing them or not. But the interview is easy peasy. And I got the hand play well also. Okay. I've been play well, you know, when I play Money Time ad running. It must be a good one, y'all. Miss T said Facebook tries to put me in time out when I share on there, but I keep doing it. Yeah, they tripping now, Miss T. They've been putting me in Facebook jail when I try to post in the comment section. They've been putting me in jail. So I didn't Tandem had to post. That's why y'all don't see me posting in the group. I'll be in the comments because I'm in Facebook jail. I'm in jail, right? They stay in jail. I had to create so many pages. It's ridiculous. They're on whatever doesn't like. I mean, congratulations, Tan and Kurt. I appreciate lady. My auntie, thanks to you and Tan for 4 years. Wow, Lene, congratulations, Queen, on 4 years. That is a long time. Tammy says congrats. Thank y'all so much. Pretty Patrick says congrats. Lene says congrats. Deonica says congrats, Reason Phoenix. Iris says congrats on the job. Handshake always learning is just like Outlier. It's one of those training AI bot companies. And we did a video on Handshake. I posted some from some projects from Handshake on the video a couple of days ago. Helen says congrats. Miss T says congrats. Patty T says congrats, Risen Phoenix. Risen Phoenix says, I'm not sure. Okay. Thank you, Queen. Deonica says an AI company. It is similar to Outlier. Lillian says congrats, Queen, on Vera Facial. Lady C says congrats. Pat says y'all have given me hope. Thank y'all. No problem. Tam, yep, I agree. She says Facebook always been. And it's so crazy, Tammy, because they were not like that. But when this AI stuff started, it's like everything just kind of started going haywire, topsy-turvy. Miss T says, yes, they are tripping hard. Pretty Pet says, Kurt, what the apps are talking to people in the at-home shops? The telephone mystery shops, Queen? I know Gig Spot has them. One of our queens says she saw some on, I think, Bestmark, I want to say. Gig Spot, they typically post a lot, but it'll go up and down. We've seen they've had 3,000 shops, and then it'll tank because people will start signing up for them. So sometimes you have to be quick with Gig Spot. Sometimes they won't approve if you go on and you're trying to get the telephone shops. We had 2 queens here that this happened to. So the suggestion from them was, if you go on Gig Spot and let's just say it's 1,000 telephone shops, but you only sign up to like maybe 5, they were saying that the tip is to sign up to at least maybe 50 to 100. They're not going to approve you for all of them, but that's just so that you can get approved for some of them. Tammy, you deleted the app. I need to. Yes, autism mommy, FB jail. Miss T says, congrats, Lene. Helen said they doing weird stuff on FB now. They are. Stephanie says, need the web only mystery shops. Gig Spot Queen. I don't know who else. If anybody here knows what other mystery shop company has the web only mystery shops, y'all be sure to put it here in the chat. But the only one I know, Queen, is Gig Spot. This is the one that I know. Teresa says, liked and shared. I shared last summer with someone without transportation. She was hired for one of the jobs. She'll sue. All right, girl. Let's put this up here. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you so much. And congrats to your friend. And made it to the supervisor position. That's all right. Patricia, sorry for being late. Forgot it was Sunday. Glad I'm able to make some of it. No problem, Queen. Teresa says, FB, they are definitely finicky. Yeah. Ayana says, anybody working for Mercor? T says, Veer Fast was one of my first work from home jobs back in 06. Great for weekly pay. Yep. They pay weekly and Omni pays weekly. Lene says, currently on web and telephone shop. She says $1,500 on Gig Spot right now, everybody. So if you are looking for an easy at home side gig, take a look at Gig Spot. You do not need to do an interview. You do not have to have a resume. You can pretty much just sign up and wait for the email from the company. Tam must really be shaking them fries. She just didn't come back. She got fired. They done fired her. She done overshook the basket of fries. Pretty Passion said, okay. Misty says, everyone sees is another good survey site and points add up quick for gift cards and the visas. Thank you, Queen, for sharing. Lula says, congrats everyone on getting that money. Stephanie says, I never seen any web on Gig Spot. Really, Stephanie? They probably go fast, Queen, because I think besides the telephone shops, the web shops are the easiest. I think the web shops and the audit shops, if you don't mind going outside the house for the audit shops. The audit shops are easy, easy, easy. But the web shops, of course, they're easy because you're just going to a site, placing whatever item they want you to go and look at, putting it in the basket and acting like you're going to check out. And that's it. Ira says, congrats on the supervisory position. Always Learning says, what is the link? I don't have the link, Queen, for that one. The Queen was just sharing it. Lulu says, check the VPN on your computer in the search bar. Type VPN at the VPN settings. Click open, turn off all settings for VPN. Reba says, wow, that is good supervisory. Autism Mama said they told her, get off social media and get back. Right, get back to them fries. She done shook them too hard. I said they done fired her. She just didn't even come back, y'all. Robin said the Queen that works with Gig Spot, how does she do her recordings and her videos? We got several queens that work for Gig Spot or have done mystery shops for Gig Spot. I don't know if she had to do like any videos though, Robin. Because I know with the audit shops, you just simply go in the store, Burlington, Ross, and you count the racks. It may say go in and count the t-shirts, go in and count the ladies' jeans or the men's wear. Go over to the men's wear, count the jeans on the rounder by the door. But you don't have to I've never heard anybody say they had to record themselves doing that. Yep, I've never heard that, Queen. And now with the phone shops, I think one of the queens said you dial into a number and then you make the call so the call can be recorded. I don't think you need any special equipment either for that. Patty T said, laugh out loud, Autism Mama. Reba says, I have signed up for Gig Spot and waiting. They said, keep checking back. Okay. But Gig Spot is a good one. Also, Ellis, if you are someone that is looking for some easy side hustle money, look in the chat. Ellis is another good apartment mystery shop company. And some of you guys have done mystery shops. You just didn't know it was a mystery shop. If you have gone to McDonald's, Market Force, they do a lot of the fast food shops. A friend of mine works for Market Force. On a good month, she can probably make over 12, 13, $1,400. If she's just, I don't really feel like doing it, she may pull in $600 to $700 off of Market Force. But she's been doing Market Force for years. A lot of you guys have been to an apartment when you were younger. You may have gone out ready to move out of mommy's house, and you was like, yes, I'm getting my first place, my first apartment. If you have gone to an apartment complex and asked questions about the size of the one bedroom, the amenities, if it came with a garage, if the parking was free, those are mystery shops. You've done mystery shop, but again, you just didn't know it was a mystery shop and you didn't get paid for it. Apartment mystery shops, Ellis is the top company when it comes to when it comes to the bonuses. So y'all be sure to get Ellis in the basket. And Tan is back, y'all. I guess the supervisor put her back on staff. They said you was shaking fries too hard and you got put in timeout.
I did. Oh my gosh.
Burnt up the fries. They burning.
I did burn them up. They put me on. They came and gave me. I had to sign my write up.
Yeah. I said, what the happened to Tan? She just done left and didn't come back to the job. What is going on? You back. You was eligible for rehire. So Market Force is the one where you can go in, do the fast food shops. Queen Ishura says Market Force is great. They call her for special shops. If you get in good with the companies, everybody, when it comes to the mystery shops, they will start to reach out to you guys. Some of them will offer more money because you are one of their top shoppers. We've had another queen here, Queen Ellen. She was offered a top shop with, it may have been Gig Spot or one of the other mystery shop companies, and they paid her $2,000 for a special project. Then she turned around and got another special project for $4,000, $4,000, guys. So don't sleep on mystery shop. Queen So Right. If Queen So Right is still in here, this queen made $3,600 in the month of December. And the other day when we were live, she was already at $1,400, and this was on the 14th for the month of January. So again, mystery shop companies, you can make some lucrative income while you are waiting to hear back from the remote jobs. Don't just stop at one remote job, because at any given time, you might not hear back. Keep looking now for remote jobs because these companies are laying people off like crazy. I looked at somebody's video a couple of days ago, and I can't even remember who it was because it was like some plant in whatever city this was. The people had come to work, everybody in the plant was laid off the same day. So everybody's looking for a remote job. So be encouraged, everybody, kings and queens. If you're looking, keep applying, keep sending the resumes. But in the meantime, Earl, he is one of the kings here. He has about 19 side hustle eggs in his basket. The Onika, she has a lot. Autism Mummy is close to 60 side gigs and side hustles. Hustling Helen, she's in here. This is one of our older queens. This queen is 65 years old with about 55 plus side gigs and side hustles. Queen Reba, she's an older queen that just came over here about a couple of months ago. She now has a lot of side gigs and side hustles. Queen Lene, she's in here. She has a lot of side gigs and side hustles. So again, everybody, if you are looking for a remote job, or if you have a remote job and you're just looking for some simple things to do on the side, Take a look at the mystery shop sites. Take a look at the survey sites, the gaming sites. You can get paid to test products from home. Tan and myself used to do this with the company Pinecone, and I do have a list of those types of companies if anybody here is interested in those. And another thing with the side gigs and the side hustles, you don't have to go through all of the rigmarole like with a remote job. With the remote job, you're going to have to do an interview for some of the companies. You may have to do an assessment to get in the door. Then you got to do the training. The training may be 3 weeks to a month to 6 weeks to 2 months. Then you might have to do another assessment. They're not going to tell you this in the interview that, oh, well, after the training, you got to do another assessment. They're not going to tell you any of this.
No.
So that's a lot to go through. That's 4, 5, 6 or 7 steps that you got to go through. You may have to do more than one interview. You may get an interview with the recruiter, then they may say, okay, well, now we're going to send in the CEO of the company. He want to interview you. It happens. It happens. You may do a phone interview, and then they may say, okay, well, the supervisor, well, she want to do a demo interview. Somebody sitting over here on the side of the screen. It happens. You're not going to know this until you apply for the job. So if that is the case, everybody, if you're applying for jobs, keep applying for the companies, keep applying for the jobs. But in the meantime, everybody, let's try to fill up the basket. Let's stack. Reba says, I have signed up for Gig Spot and waiting. They said keep checking back. Okay, Queen. Lene says currently on product report card. She says at $12.90. Okay.
All right.
All right, Queen. Congrats on that. You got the phone update for the app much more organized too. Okay, congratulations.
All right.
Product report card. Speaking of testing products, this is one of those get paid to test product sites. Tan used to do this one.
Yep.
They will send you guys anything to test out.
Anything. I got a lot of products.
So 17.1. I'm gonna drop the link here in the chat.
Can you?
Yeah, be sure to take a look at. Yeah. I don't know if you said something, I didn't hear it. 171141, guys. Take a look at the link. The list of the companies are in the chat. And with these companies, you do not have to pay for no products. So you put that credit card away, the checkbook. They are not going to ask you for any money. They're simply going to send you a survey. You fill out the survey. If you qualify, they will in turn send you the product to test out. But you have to look in the spam folder and the primary folders for the surveys. They don't just start sending products just because you signed up to the company. No, they want to know a little bit information about you. And when you do the surveys, keep an open mind.
Yep.
If you don't use Mr. Clean products, but this survey is asking about Mr. Clean. Yep, I use Mr. Clean every day, all day. That's my favorite. That's my go-to. And they'll send anything, guys. I got a lot of food products from Pinecone. Tan got the food, but she more so got the household products. It could be Clorox. It could be Dawn washing liquid. It could be a bar of Dial soap. And they're not sending samples. You're getting the big products, the good products.
Yeah.
All right, yes, sure. She says, good night. I will be doing my first Burlington Rouse audit from Gig Spot next month. I caught 3 of them close to me.
All right, Queen.
Okay, girl. Congrats. So y'all did Gig Spot is a good side hustle egg. The Queen is going to do the audit shops again. She would just have to step into Burlington or Ross and count whatever it is they want her to count. That's it. You ain't got to go talk to the manager, supervisor, sales associate, and let them know you in their count. No, you're a mystery shopper, so you're not going to go and tail off on yourself. Just go to the rack, start counting. Once you count, I think it's to 100, you're done.
Yeah.
Link in the chat. No interview. Link is in the chat. No resume. No experience. Link is in the chat. Go sign up. Cookamon says, we thank you. People I work with and tell about two chicks expressed to me they feel fulfilled. Thank you, Cookie
Thank
Monster, for
you.
sharing. Thank you so much, Queen. Sandra says, good evening, everyone. I'm just getting on. I didn't get a notification, but congratulations to everybody.
Oh, thank you, Sandra.
Ursula, thank you. She says, no, I never recorded for Gig Spot Shops. Thank you, Queen. Miss T says, I just put market for us in the chat. Laugh out loud. Hey, Happy Mom. Thank you, Queen. Carla says, I did a couple of Gig Spot gas station shops a year ago, but it will be in the notes what pictures to take. Thank you,
Yeah.
Queen Carla. So that's what Ursula said about the recording. And this is what Queen Carla said. Sholacy says, welcome back, Tan.
Okay.
Robin says, okay, with Ellis, I have applied with Ellis. I'm on with Ellis. You have to have a video equipment and recording equipment or sites that you can go into to do the videos or the recordings. Now with Ellis, yes, you might have to record the actual apartment shop.
But not all shops you have to record. So you got to make sure you read the shop completely.
Patty T, she says, I haven't completed any Gig Spot jobs yet, but the agreement does say the phone jobs, you dial a certain phone number for a Gig Spot, but for the in-store, you need a PV500 with a button camera. Okay. She said, laugh out loud, Carl teasing with Tan. Hey, Tayi. Tayi says, Ellis is a little complicated and no one to talk to directly about what equipment and how to work it.
Well, you can buy there are all types of equipment that you can buy on Amazon. They have the button cameras, they have the pen cameras, they have all types of cameras that you can buy on your own and use your own recording equipment. I know Ellis does provide some in certain situations, but I don't know the situations that they provided in. But again, you can purchase your own. We have had queens who purchased their own.
Mm-hmm. And Tayi, you should have a scheduler, a person that you can reach out to. Every company has schedulers. The schedulers are your best friends, so you should be able to reach out to someone or whoever's been emailing you. Try to reply to that email. Mm-hmm. Crystal says, hey, everyone. Thank you, Queen, for sharing. Helen says, Tan, laugh out loud. That's a no-no. Sure Lady C said, you can't get promoted burning them fries, laugh out loud. Oh, Iris says, what's the interview like for VeriFast? It's an easy one, Iris. I think they ask you a few questions, but it's not a hard interview. 10, 15 minutes tops. Pat says, this year I want to make so much money with my side hustle, some extra jobs here and there so I can be able to rest well and stop doing all the physical jobs that are hard on my body. I sure understand that, Queen. Iris says, I think the Tyson plant. Oh, they did it too with the layoffs.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Jessica says, that's amazing. Hey, Penny. She says, hey, everyone. Sandra says, I am pleased. I need that list. Which one, Queen? What, the testing the products? Alicia says, I'm interested in testing the products from home. Look in the chat, Queens. I just dropped it. Miss T says, I'm forever grateful, Autism Mommy, for her list of eggs and side hustles. I put them all on an Excel spreadsheet and we'll be using it much more in 2026. So big shout out to Autism Mommy.
Yes.
Hustler Helen says, just jump in and start. You will be mad you didn't start sooner. Hustler Helen, everybody, is one of our older queens that has close to 60 side gigs and side hustle eggs in her basket, and she's telling you guys, jump on in, get your feet wet and start, because you will be mad that you did not start sooner.
Yeah.
Thank you, Helen. Hey, Queen Denise. She says, hello, everyone. Pat says, yeah, I've been feeling like I'm 300 years old. I'm only 42, but is there any jobs that are friendly to, people like me? I type not slow, but not fast either. I'm in between. What type though, Pat? Like non-phone?
Yeah.
Non-phone jobs? We are going to talk about some on the stream tonight. Ursula says, yes, GigSpy has numbers to call for calls to be recorded. Bear does phone and some web shops too. Thank you, Queen. And I think we do get Bear on the link.
Yeah.
Short Lady C says, welcome everyone just coming in. Can you find Bear Tan?
Bear International. Is that what you're talking about? That one? Okay.
Yeah. Michelle says, do you need a special camera for the mystery gig? Some of the companies, Michelle, you do. You will need a camera, Queen. Pretty in Pink, hey. She says, hello, everyone. Reba says, yes, and still getting them eggs. Have them in alphabetical order so I can keep up with them. I got them as well. She says, product reports card. All right, congratulations, Reba, on product report card, Queen.
All right.
Hey, Monetta. She says, good evening, ladies in chat. How are you, Queen? Cookie Monster says, I love VeriFast. I need to sign the contract they sent Friday. They require fingerprints for this Olympic job for the handicapped youth.
Oh, okay.
And congratulations, Queen. Ooh. Oh, VeriFast.
Okay. I got a link with Bear on it.
Okay. Pat says she's on disability and Social Security, and you know how they keep people limited on how much money they can make, so you know how it goes. Maybe have her, Pat, to look at some of the side gigs and side hustles. I don't know, like, what is the limit on disability? Is it different for different states?
I have no idea.
I don't really know, but if it is different for different states, she might be able to do part-time. But let us know, Queen. Reba says, congrats, Queen. Monetta says, I'm going to be confined to my house after my surgery. Any suggestions on how to keep income rolling in fairly quickly? Monetta, I would say look at some of the side gigs and the side hustles, Queen, or some of those non-phone work when you want companies. Because the non-phone work when you want companies, they may not even require you to work a certain amount of hours every week. What is your interest? What are you interested in? Pat says, yes, I can hear you. I'm driving. That's why it's so hard for me to respond. Thank you, ladies. Okay. Queen Sasha, she says, just earn a $10 visa from Pay Viewpoint. All right. Congrats. I do have a list of side gigs and side hustles, Queen, the queen that is going out for surgery. If you kind of just want to go through the list and see what you're interested in and just sign up, Queen. Queen Felicia says, hey, Queens, I liked and shared. Shavona says, yes, I'm doing Ellis too. Okay.
All right.
Hey, Jesus. They said hi. Thank you. You're welcome. Shavona says, okay. Congrats, Shavona, on Ellis. Ishara says Ellis don't provide equipment anymore. Oh, okay. Sharon says, question, can anyone suggest a video app for mobile phones to mystery shop?
I don't think that
if anybody here has any suggestion.
I don't think that a mobile phone would be feasible because people will see you recording. Now, if you needed audio recording, a mobile phone would be feasible. But for video recording, we suggest, and some of the kings and queens or queens in here who want to suggest. We suggest like a button camera. I think Queen Angela says she uses a pen camera. Um, what was it was somebody else that they used it, something else that went on their shirt, but I don't remember. But those are those types of cameras you can use, or you can purchase those off Amazon. I've seen a pen camera for what, about $20-$30. So
cheap.
they are reasonable as far as the price goes. And with those video shops, they usually pay more. So if you can't invest in a a camera right now, I would say just do the regular shops and use your phone for the audio.
I'll be right back, Sam.
Okay. So I would say that. Shavana says, thank you for the information. You're welcome, Queen. Hey, Alicia. You're welcome, Queen. She says, thank you for the product testing info. Charlotte C says, hello, Jesus is Lord. Sandra says, yes, I saw it. Pat says, and I appreciate that you ladies check these jobs before you give out the information to make sure it's legit. Always, Queen. Jesus is Lord and Savior says, have a blessed night. Remotely, Miss T says another survey site that pays quickly is Userlytics. And I think that, let me see if I can find that list with Userlytics on it. Give me a minute. Thank you, remotely, Miss T. I think we have Userlytics, and it may not be on this list. Hold on. I know we got it on a list, but hold on, let me find it. Give me a second. All my websites logged out, so. Let's see, I think. I think it's this. Yeah. So Userlytics is number 7 on this list. So if y'all are interested in Userlytics, I put it in the chat. I Jackson says, thank you for all the good information. I'm ready to leave this darn school I'm just looking for at home. And I think that's Jackson 3. I'm sorry, Queen. If you are in education, if you are a teacher, if you work in a school district, I tell people, our kings and queens who are educators, look at the companies that you guys use in your district. Maybe you use apps, an app like ClassLink, maybe iReady is another app. I'm just trying to think of some apps they use in schools. Blackboard, McGraw-Hill, those type companies who do educational type things. Look at those companies because they look for people who are in education. They look for former teachers to work for these companies because they know about education. They know what goes on in the world of education. So if you work for a district or any type of education, look at the things that y'all use on a daily basis for students. Any companies that y'all use, they usually will hire people who have been in education. And I hope that helps, Queen. And remotely see Userlytics has both surveys and PC. She says Userlytics has both done on PC and cell phone. Many are testing out websites, or you just video record your reactions while testing out the sites. Yes. So a lot of times with Userlytics, you are testing sites and they want you to speak out loud what you like about the site, what you like about the navigation and things like that. So that is a good one. Thank you, remotely, Miss T. Patty says, hello, Denise and Monterder, pray all goes well with your surgery and speedy recovery. And I put Bear International, and remotely T says, congrats. Denise says, hey, Patty. Monta Duran says, thanks. And Candace says, yes, please check Social Security. It's just 12 to 20 hours a week, depending on the hourly rate. Okay. Reba said, it's cold outside and I want my refrigerator full when the snow comes in. Yes, Queen. Yes. Sonia says 10th. Oh, thank you, Queen. She says, thank you for the advice regarding updating my resume. I was able to revamp my resume and apply for some jobs. Okay, Queen, let me know how it goes. Okay, hold on. She said, hey, it's sure. She said, a friend of mine told me about this channel 2 years ago, but I was behind the bookcase. She says, I'm mad I did not start sooner. Don't worry about it, Queen. I began in November 2025 and I already have 24 eggs in my basket. Thanks to you guys. Thank you, Queen. And, just as long as you start, it doesn't matter. Sometimes, it does get a little overwhelming, and we do discount a lot of things that we can do and kind of like second guess ourselves. But as long as you are from behind the bookcase now, congratulations, Queen. Congratulations. Remotely T says, congratulations, Sasha. Reba said, congrats, Queen. L. Jackson says she got a cheap body cam from Temu. She said, I got it for protection because it's crazy out here. Do understand that, Queen. So if you guys are on Temu or Temu, however you pronounce it, Queen says she got a cheap body cam. So if you are looking for ways to do video recordings on your apartment shops, check out Temu. Hey, Patty. Patty says, wow, that's awesome. It's Cheryl. There are 1099, Denise, and then you can use that as a independent contractor income. They will send you a W-9, and that may not be the right tax form. They will send you not a W-2, but a W-9. I think that's what it is. And then you can either file it as an independent contractor, or you can file it as a small business. That is your choice, how you choose to file it on your taxes. The income that you make from, these side gigs and side hustles are usually 1099. And again, you have the option of either filing them as under an independent contractor on your tax form, or again, you can use that as small business income. So I hope that helps. Tara says, congratulations, it's Cheryl. I'm going to put this question up here. She's asking about the body cam and is the quality decent? So make sure you check that out. Sharon and remotely says, my pleasure. Sharon says, thank you. Ursula says, VeriFast is easy. Questions are about availability and what projects you're really willing to do, and you read a paragraph verbatim. I can't read today. So if you're interested in VeriFast, make sure you read that. Tailored to be great. Ellis is a mystery shop company. So basically what you will be get paid to do is going and pretend that you are a renter. So if you have ever went to go look for apartments, contact anyone with going to look for apartments, that is basically what Ellis is. A lot of people like Ellis because they pay very well on their shops overall. They pay maybe $30 to $50 for the shops, and sometimes the shops they have bonuses attached to them, and the bonuses can be 2 to 3 times more than the shops. So Ellis is a good one. That is one of the um, more lucrative mystery shop companies we talk about. And we have kings and queens making thousands off of Ellis a month. Um, yeah, so I think Carol, did you do
Hey,
call
girl,
center?
I'm back.
You back, everybody? Did you do call center QA? Okay.
I didn't do them.
Oh, okay. Miss Pat, she was said call center QA. Yep, we have people who have done call center QA. I think they pay like $5 per call. Is it, Carol? I can't remember. I can't remember what they pay.
I have to go look them up. I'm not sure. Let me see. We've had people to do them. Um, they pay 6 to 7 now. 6 to 7. Each call is around 5 to 15 minutes, and it says the payout is in 7 business days or less.
I'm sorry, this little boy came here talking to me. Stop that.
I don't know where you stopped at.
Where it's highlighted at. Can you see it? Okay. Patty says,
Okay,
"Oh, cool."
I see it now.
Would you stop that?
Go ahead.
I was waiting on you. You over here? Oh, that's fine.
Whatever.
You read so much better than I do. I'm
Go ahead.
illiterate. I'm illiterate.
Patty T says, "Oh, cool. Thanks. I'm going to apply with VeriFast. Do they need a resume? I don't know, VeriFast. Did they ask for a resume? I think they did, but I can't remember." Reba said, "You did a great job with the resume. I have gotten great reports from that." Okay. Tenny says, "Hey, Tan and Carl chat. What's a good headset to use? I like the Logitech H390.
Yeah.
But I have used others, Tenny, like the game. I got a gaming one here that I use from time to time. It's a good one. Some people like what was the other one I used to like? Plantronics.
Yeah.
The Plantronics was a good one. Some of the gaming ones I've used over the years, some of them, the headsets to me were too heavy.
Yeah.
And it was a real uncomfortable feeling. So heavy on my head. Good for the noise canceling, but just the piece itself was just heavy. And I think I still got them headphones somewhere packed up in a box. But I do like the Logitech H390 brand.
Yeah.
Robin says, "Thank you for all the information on the mystery shops." You're welcome, Queen. I need a relaxation station. She says, "Hey, everyone." Ira says they also have eyeglasses that record. I like those best, but the body camera is good too. The quality of both are good. Yep.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that. Get you a pair of them eyeglasses.
And
Station.
they have started selling the ones that are not Meta now.
A cheaper
Mhm.
version.
Yeah, they were
But
$66 the other day.
they had them in a TikTok shop. I was on TikTok the other night and I saw a
Really?
lady. She had the clear looking ones on, and she said those record. And I don't think
Uh,
maybe $49, $50, maybe.
I seen some today that was $60.
Denise says, thank you, Tan.
Welcome.
Sharon says there's no limit on hours to work when on Social Security.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I think it's how much money you
Hey,
can make.
Liberal. Yeah. Liberal Art says, hi, chat. God bless you guys. Thank you. God bless you as well. Thank you so much. Jessica says, welcome back, Miss Carol. Thank you, Queen Jessica. Ursula says, call center QA is great. The phone shops are easy. They pay within 7 days. I have done phone shops with them. I'm hoping to get new shops in the near future. Thank you, Queen
All right.
Ursula. Crystal, she says, hey, everybody. Hey, Crystal.
Hey.
Sharon says, it says if you are under full retirement age, your additional wage is 24. And if you are full retirement age, you can make up to 65.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Liberal Arts says, let's get the likes equal. Thank you. Liberal Arts. Ursula says, you are welcome, Patty T. When you apply with VeerFast, you will attach a resume. Thank you, Short Lady C. She says, welcome back. Miss T says she loves the Logitech H390 and it's pink. Oh, I got to get the pink ones, Queen. I don't. That's the one I don't have. I think when I tried to get the pink, they were sold out. Like every time I would try to get the pink ones, sold out. I want the pink ones. Patricia says, me again, liked and shared. Thank you, Patricia. Tara, you like the Plantronics? I had a set of, I don't know what happened to them. She says, I love the Plantronics. It's a great investment. Yep, I had some Plantronic ones. I don't know where they at, though. Reva says, VeerFast asked for a resume. That was the only reason I updated mine, thanks to Tan. Okay. Ursula says, please always do less than Social Security saves. They are allowed to be saved if you're receiving disability benefits.
Okay.
Pat says McCormick sent her some kind of questionnaire. I signed up for them for their products and a questionnaire, 30 minutes or 20 minutes, and I'll get $15. All right, Queen. Congrats, Pat. Hey, so Healing. She says, blessings, everyone. I never get my notifications.
Unsubscribe and resubscribe, Soul Healing.
Liberal Arts, how often do we go live? We go live Wednesdays and Sundays, but lately I have been doing live, seem like every day, every other day, but Wednesday and Sunday. Patty says, thanks again, Ursula. I have a resume ready for different jobs. Iris says, it was 15 when I got it. Okay. Patty T says, hi, Tenny. Liberal Arts says, I missed the info. We'll be replaying just sub tonight. Looking forward to it. Thank you and welcome. Liberal Arts, welcome to the family. So Helen says, thank you. The Relaxation Station says, hey, Teresa.
Hey, Teresa.
Hey, Teresa. Teresa over there talking to that man about that red toenail polish. Red toenail polish. Are you wearing the color red tonight? Oh, they used to be so funny, y'all. We used to work for Alorica, but it was West at Home. So we had a gentleman that he would like to play on the phone late at night because we would be working late night hours. And he would always call in and say, what color nail polish are you wearing? Is it red? So it's like when we would just laugh and he would hang up and then I'll text Tan, I'll say, red toenail polish is calling. And then next thing you know, she would get them. Teresa would get them. So he would just take turns calling into the call center, and everybody would get their turn with him every
Yeah.
single night. Every time we were on, he would call and say, "What color are those toenails tonight?" Do you have red nail polish? Oh my god, it used to be so hilarious. I for West at Home. I really enjoyed the Rick Response
Yeah.
project. We made some good money around the holiday season. They would
Well,
try to send us emails all the time and say, "Hey, y'all, jump on. We pay extra money tonight." I missed that job. I really do.
that was a good one.
I
I like
really. They laughing. And
it.
all types of people calling in late night,
Hmm.
tripping, tripping, honey. Them calls used to be so hilarious. Now people actually call in and actually want a product that was being viewed on the screen, on the TV screen. But other people would just, it's late night. It's like they would call in like this was the chat line.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, these people are weird.
Fonte.
I can't see the chat, it done disappeared.
You ready to get the jobs?
Can you see the chat, Tan? I can't see it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I don't know why. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out and come back in because I
Okay.
don't see nothing. It's just a blank screen.
Hey, lady in South Florida. Hey, hey, hey. She said, "Oh my God, I'm crying. What color?" Yes, ma'am. He used to call in, "What color are your toenails?" Or, "Are you wearing red toenail polish?" That was it. "Are you wearing red toenail polish?" Hey, Timmy, the bag lady. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Yes. So, yep. So, Carolyn, oh, really? Really? I wonder why. I wonder why. That's good to know, TMG. Oh, wow. You know, that's weird because they started as West. And when they switched over to Alarica, I didn't go. I wasn't working for them at that time, but yeah. Okay. So y'all heard that. Do not tell if you work for West at Home and you apply for Alarica, don't tell them you work for West at Home. I don't understand why. That's ridiculous. It seemed like they would want people who know what they're doing and know how they were doing calls back in the day. But hey, I don't want to work for them anyway. The only one I would work for is probably Shop NBC. I did like that one.
Okay, I can see them now.
I think Tam said when you let Alarica know you work for West at Home, they won't hire you.
For real?
That's what I was saying.
Wonder why.
That was not.
Hmm.
hmm
That is wild there.
That's
I wonder why
weird.
they won't hire you. Yeah, I wonder why.
She said she told them twice and they didn't
Uh-huh.
hire her. And somebody else named Tammy said, "Yep, don't tell them."
Wow.
hmm
Maybe you think it's like a conflict or something?
But this is the thing. This is what I was just saying. Why would they say that when everybody they hired from back in the day was from West at Home? I didn't go over. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when they start was like they gonna be W-2, and I was like, no, I already
Right.
got a
I didn't.
W-2.
I don't think me or you went over to
Yeah, I don't need a W-2. But so that's was the funny thing to me because at first everybody that they hired came from West at Home.
Yeah, that's true.
hmm Yeah. So that's weird, but okay.
Miss T said, I'm crying. What color? Girl, he probably still calling in.
Girl, probably so, or dead, one of the two.
That is so crazy though. That because I mean, it's like you know the job, so it's like why not hire me? I know the job.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey Amber. She says, hello, Carol, Tana, everyone watching. I switched over to my laptop so I could comment. Okay.
Oh,
She said, yes, that's weird. Tammy said, don't tell them. Tammy says, exactly. It's messed up. Hey, Dr. Luke. He says, hello, all. Hello. Hey, Giovanna. She says, good evening. Teresa says, I worked 18 hours one night till 5 in the a.m. I fell asleep on the past. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something that's funny. I had logged off of West at home, right? I'm in the bed sleep. My phone starts ringing. I'm like, who calling me this time of the morning? Because I would get off at like 1 o'clock. And I'm like, I know that ain't Tan. She'll see me tomorrow at work. So I answered the phone. I was like, hello. And the guy was like, yes, I want to place an order. I'm like, what? I'm like, you got the wrong number. He like, is this 1-800 and whatever the number was? I was like, no, you might have misdialed a number. They forgot to take me out the system. That's what it was. I had logged off and logged out, but I think Wes must have forgot to take me out the system because he was trying to place an order. I'm like, sir, get off my phone. Good night and goodbye. Tam said she did Toys R Us. I was trying to get that one. Miss T says they might have gotten class action lawsuit under the West name. Oh, okay. Maybe so. Patty said, yeah, I worked the infomercials with West late nights, but thankfully I never got Mr. Nail. Girl, he was a mess. But it's weird because when I work live ops, because I work live ops too, same project, I didn't ever get those types of calls on live ops. Right. Everybody that called in on live ops, they were calling in to actually order. But West, for whatever reason, we always got those late night trolls. Just I couldn't understand. And I was telling Tan, I'm like, I'm doing live ops. I've never gotten a caller that called in talking off the wall or out the side of their neck. But West, it was just a little different over there on West. Yeah. Teresa always asked about the red toenail pot. Yeah. Hey, Jacob. Jacob says, yeah, kings and queens, is there a conflict, but why would they not stay? I don't know. Patty said she worked Virgin Mobile and Pizza Hut. I was so hurt when they switched. I
love Virgin Mobile. That was mine.
I love her. That was her bread.
So much money off of them because nobody wanted to learn how to do it. And I figured out.
I be calling saying what to do. These people say they want to reactivate their phone. I don't know what to do, how to get into the system. I could not get Virgin Mobile for nothing. I tried, but I just couldn't get it.
I loved Virgin Mobile. I loved it. I made so much money off of
it. Carla laughing, Patty. Tam says, right. Amber says, does Alorica require interview? As far as I know, Amber, they do. She says, are they easy to apply to? They are. My cousin was just working for them for one of the top mobile carriers, the one that starts with the letter V. She was working for that project. But it was an easy hire company. Eddie says, that might be why Alorica did not hire me 3 years ago. I was like, they're lost because I have 41 years of work experience with a varied background in fraud investigations, insurance claims, and more. Yeah. Tara says their Toys R Us program, it was so much fun. Is Alorica where you have to pay for your background check, and do they pay for your? So they are a W-2 now, Queen. So you don't have to pay for anything. And I think they do offer paid training. Amber says, okay, thanks, Kurt. And they provide equipment now, guys, because back then they were not doing that. So Alorica, we do have them on the beginner friendly list. If anybody is interested in that one, they are. Let me see. Number two, they are state specific. So check to see if they hire in your state before you guys apply. Number two on the list is Alorica.
Yep.
Patricia, she says, yes, Pogo is an app you can scan your receipts. You can also earn points by downloading the games. Okay. Hey, wanna be natural? She says, hi.
Hey,
Welcome
hey.
in, Queen.
Carol, you ready for the jobs? Oh, no.
Yeah.
All right. Now. We are going to get started. Okay. Let me find it. Okay. So we are going to talk about the remote score positions. These are positions where you will be scoring standardized testing that is taken either at the state level or national level tests. So it's 10. We have 12 companies that are hot that hire for scorers, and we'll talk about a few of them, and then we can do the rest. So the first one is Right Score, and they help. They're an educational company that help score standardized testing and promote learning and achievement. They begin their first orientation in late July to early August. They're looking for conscious people to review student responses. Applications first undergo orientation, pass the qualifying levels, and then review actual student responses. During orientations, applicants will analyze student papers to learn the scoring systems, score practice papers, and discuss results with lead instructors. So make sure you check out Right Score. The next one is ETS, and we have had a lot of individuals get hired with ETS. They do part-time employment for the TOEIC, the TOEFL, the Praxis, the GRE, and other testing programs. Um, they do, it's cyclical, I can't even say it, cyclical, and they hire throughout the year, and depending on the number of test takers and test administrators, that's how many they hire. So make sure you check out ETS. Literally is another good one. They do hire for scores, so you just sign up, and also if you are bilingual, that is in demand. ACT, the ACT hires individuals to do um, the reading portion of their exam. So if you are good at reading, um, if you're good at English, and where did they go? Ooh, no, I didn't. Give me a sec, Carol. Can you read Pearson, and then I'll go get it because I did not.
Mm,
And can you just talk about Pearson, and then I'll get the other one because I forgot it.
I gotta put the link up here so I can get to it.
Oh, you want me to get it?
Hang on, honey. I'm coming. No, I'm saying I gotta get to Pearson so I can read about them. I know they do the scoring, but that's all I know. I gotta get some details.
Oh, hold on. So Pearson, they do a lot of. Pearson does a lot of tests. They do a lot of tests, like standardized tests, like I think they do the LSAT and the MCAT, and other tests that you would use to get into like upper level schools. They also do some state standardized testing. So depending on your state. I know they do Tennessee. I know they do California. So they do a lot of state standardized testing. They do different assessment for different things. So they also have what they do for the standardized testing is a regular score position, and then they have another set of scores for assessment type positions, and that's the LSAT, GMAT, and things like that. So they have two different type of score positions. So you may want to check them out. Hold on, Carol. I got to get.
I got the link for Measurement Inc. I'm going to put it in your box.
Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't see what you saw. You got it?
It's in your box. Look in your box.
I don't see it. Is it me?
I don't know why my computer turning slow.
Oh.
Did it come through?
Not yet.
It should be in there now.
Mm-mm.
Check now.
Okay.
Check now.
Oh, I do have. I did have them on there. I may just hold on. It's just called something else, Carol. Oh, I do have it on there. It's just called something else. Hold on.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering. Okay.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
they on there. I just got to put the right name. I think I accidentally did something else. Can you talk about DTR? Can you talk about the next one while I do this one?
Where you at? What number?
Hold on. Do number 6, but it's Measurement Inc. But can you just read Measurement Inc. and I just updated the link? I'll do it. I got it. So number 6 is Measurement.
So it is Measurement Inc.
Mm-hmm. They are looking to fill thousands of seasonal positions for the upcoming scoring season. They are state specific. They hire in Alabama, Arkansas, Delaware,
I don't
Florida.
see that. I see some company called Hearing Digital.
Who?
I don't see that. I see some say Hearings Digital.
Who?
Number 6. I do not see that. I see some company that you have on here named Hearings Digital. Number 6.
I think you got an old copy. Hold on. I'm finna send you the right one.
You done shook too many baskets of fries tonight.
It's 12 on here. I think you got the wrong link.
Huh?
You see 12? I think you got the wrong link.
Okay, well, send me the new one.
I see. Okay.
No, I ain't seen the
Measurement,
tens, so
they're hiring for their 2026 general population reader evaluator. Again, they're hiring in Alabama, Arkansas, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Iowa, Idaho, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Michigan, Missouri, Mississippi, Montana, Nebraska, North Carolina, New Hampshire, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, Wisconsin, and West Virginia. You'll need a degree from an accredited college or university or a foreign degree, and you will be scoring. So make sure you check that out. You still see the same thing, Carol?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. I don't see the 12.
Okay.
10.
Okay. Well, I don't know what you see. And then I'll do number 10, and then we're going to get on to the laptop giveaway. Number 10 is Vericant. They are looking for English language raters. They are looking for people who are in America. They're in Beijing, China, but they are looking for English speakers to be to read over their English language work from their students.
Well, put your link in the
I will.
chat because mine is showing just 10.
Okay. Well, I don't know what you maybe you need to clear your cache.
Now, see, I think what happened was you was on them fries just a little too long.
Okay. All right. So make sure you check out those remote score positions.
Oh, Lord.
God, even for the
You gave me the wrong link. That's what happened. Now I see the correct one because I had to go over here and get it.
Anyway.
I see the correct one now. You did. I'm telling you, you gave me the wrong one.
I just put the right one in your basket 2 seconds ago.
I didn't get that. Nah, that's not the right one. I got the right one now because I had to go find it. She don't love me, y'all.
Okay, well, go find it. All right, y'all. Well, we are going to give away this laptop. Carol will be giving it away. I'm finna sit down there.
I done did all this talking, and then you want to be quiet.
I think
we
all sleeping tonight. Yes. I think we all sleeping.
So the laptop winner is, are y'all ready? Drum roll, please, so we can get up off of here. So the basket fry shaker over here can go get some sleep.
Let's say that is not funny.
What?
You funny.
T-Rice says Tan said it's late. Girl, I ain't thinking about it. She off tomorrow.
I got to come on live tomorrow. For those of you, I'm doing a resume live tomorrow, so come on and join me.
Giovanna said, we want these fries. We need a full basket.
We finna close.
So the laptop winner, I got it, Tam. I had to go find it because Tan ain't studying me. So the laptop goes to, she ain't good for nothing, y'all. Queen T, right. Queen T is the next laptop winner. Congratulations, Queen T. You are the laptop winner.
All right, T, right.
Congratulations, Queen.
Email us at 2chickswithasideHustle@gmail.com. And that it will take us, that will be our 5th laptop we have given away. So thank y'all. We appreciate y'all so much. And thank you for supporting us. So we have not decided what is the next milestone we're going to hit. Did you decide, Carol?
Maybe 175? 175? Want to do 175?
We can do 175.
Okay, says, they said I needed to apply. I have a bachelor's degree. Okay, I never applied for any because my at-home job. Okay, Patty. Yeah, check them out. They are those scoring positions are some great non-phone.
Yeah.
Non-phone aids.
I'm shocked.
It'll probably be in the afternoon. Everybody
about 2 Central Time. About 2
Central around that time.
Yeah.
Monetta, so Tan has a lot of resume live stream videos up on the channel, Queen. She has a lot of them.
Yeah. So y'all make sure y'all check us out. I don't know if Carol going or not, but I know I'll be about 2:00.
I'll try to jump on here. I'll try.
Okay.
Miss T, I think most of them you do need a degree.
Yeah.
From what I've read, I think the majority of them want you to have a degree, but my thing is apply anyway, Queen. What's the
They
worst they can
gonna say,
say?
you know, you heard that
Apply and
before.
see, because you never know.
Yep. All right, y'all. Well, I will see y'all tomorrow.
Eric crack me up every time. 2 minute warning.
I'm so sick. I'm not so.
Eric be cracking me up.
All
The 2 minute
right.
warning, Earl. She was letting you
My
know.
fries burning. My fries burning, y'all. This is the last batch of the night.
Thank y'all, everybody, so much for joining us tonight. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. We appreciate the love. They probably can't even see you, ma'am. You're backstage. They can't see you. She back there waving back. We appreciate the love, the sharing, the feedback, good and bad. Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight, and we will catch y'all on the next live stream video. Good night, everybody. Bye, y'all. Y'all have a great evening and a good night. See y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.